Hey everyone, it's Ellen from Rhapsody Music Lessons, and I recently put out a video, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, and it's out of this Faber and Faber Piano Repertoire Level 2B book. And somebody asked a very good question, is there any help on the syncopation in this song? So I looked in the book, didn't find anything. I also went into one of my FingerPower books, Level 2. They've got some great syncopation exercises, which I made a video on. But I think what I want to do is just exactly how I would handle this with a student. I'd like to make a video on that. I would break this song down by either measure or line, depending upon what my student needed. And we would go over it slowly, as slowly as we need to, until my student got the syncopation required. Because this is not an uncommon problem, especially when you get into a song that has a tricky rhythm like this. Very different in the left and right hands. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I hope this video helps anybody out there who is looking for assistance with Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead out of this particular book. Every book has their own arrangement, okay? This happens to be one that sounds really full, and there's a lot going on there, but because of that, it can make it a little more challenging for you. So I'm going to change the camera angle and just go over this song, as much of it as I need to make things a bit easier for you. And hopefully it'll be something that you can kind of go back to if you need to, whenever you need to. All right, so just give me a second. I'm going to switch camera angles and we will take it from there. So here we are at the piano, and the very first measure, this is where I'm going to start. Let's start at the very beginning, right? So you've got this easy rhythm going on in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's nothing difficult about that. What's happening here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what I would do with my student. For the ding, the first 2 beats are played both with the right hand holding the C for 2 beats and the left hand playing 2 beats. You also have staccato thrown into the mix with this dot, which makes things a little bit more tricky. But just pay attention to the dynamics, the accidentals, all that stuff. All right, but first let's get the syncopation down. So ding, and when you come in with the word dong is when your left hand comes in and holds it. So let's try that again without me talking. Remember, ding, first 2 beats, dong, second 2 beats. All right, and if you're feeling pretty good about that, do it a few times. If you're just not getting it, say, and in your mind, you know, what I have my students do, I've done it myself. I'm going to pretend I'm thinking, but I'm going to say it out loud. Okay. Now, which is dead? Which is the first 2 beats are staccato. 1, 2. There's your 4 beats for the second measure. Which is 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then look at that left hand. You've got rest, rest. So your beats are coming in on 2 and 4. You're playing 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do? Well, you play which all by itself. You're going to come in on is and 1 beat after dead. That sounds kind of confusing. So you want to take it slowly. Which is dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the tempo up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and over again, I would say to you, if you were my student, and I'm saying to you out there, go over this measure by measure if you have to on these tricky ones. Some of the others are just easy. They're much easier than this, but the ones that I'm going over right now, they're tricky. Now let's put ding dong, the witch is dead, the first two measures together. And again, repetition. Practice is nothing more than repetition. The thing is, you want to make sure what you're repeating is done correctly. All right? So remember that. Practice is nothing more than repetition, but you want to make sure what you are repeating is done correctly. Otherwise, you've got to undo and redo, and it's much harder. Okay? I'm going to put both measures together. Ooh, that seemed hard. Well, it is tricky. But once you get those two measures down, try putting them together. Let's try it again. You've got two sets of 4 beats going on there because you've got two measures. I'm going to count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy coming up. Third measure. Fourth measure, not hard. Same time. So, third measure, you just have your right hand going 3. You just got some staccato in there, excuse me, and you've also got, an 8th note. It's not hard though, because look what's happening. You've got a whole rest under here. Left hand's doing nothing but resting. And then here, they're coming in together. Your left and your right hand together, together, together for wicked witch, okay? So, 1, 2. Then, guess what? We're right back into a repeat of the measure above this second line, first measure. The first measure, first line is just like it. So, then it changes, and it's easy because it's just your right hand. You have a cross under. This is pretty self-explanatory too. If you're at this level, you'll get it. You're going to hold your thumb down for 4 beats, and then your left hand's just going to come in. On beat 2, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of those notes should have been staccato. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to do all of line 2 because it's really not as complex as 1. The first measure is. Whoops, sorry. Just like measure 2 of the first line, which is dead and sleepy head. Same. Rub your eyes, get. Which old witch, the. Those are the same. Wicked witch, out of bed. Fourth measure, third and first line are the same. So what do we have here? We have twins. Measure line 1 and 3 are identical. So you should feel great about that, because if you have conquered line 1, you've got line 2 in the bag. I'll just play it slowly. If That sounded just like the first line. It was. Line 2. Line 3. Line 4 is a little different. Hold down a B, an E flat and a C, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Beat 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's really not a lot of syncopation going on there, so you're going to be just fine. Same with the lines coming up. You're just holding a B flat for 2 measures on page 2. For Gone Where the Goblins Go Below. Now, hold the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right hand only. Left hand holds this. Just your left hand is playing. So it's not a whole lot going on there. We're already at measure 25 or the second to last line of the song. It's just like the first line. It's just like the third line. You already know this line. This is called sequencing in music. When you recognize patterns. So here's line 1. Here's line 3. Here is the second to last line of the song. Ding dong, the merry-o, sing it high, sing it low. Exactly like lines 1, lines 2. And now we've got line 7. Exactly like 2 lines you already know. So here is for measure 25 on the second to last line. You already know that. So this is around the point you're saying to yourself, I know more of this song than I think. If you've got these 3 lines, 1, 2, and 3, they're all identical. This is only an 8-line song. If you already know 3 of them because they're identical, wow, you're in great shape. Okay? It's almost half the song. And then if we look at, let me see if we've got some other similarities here too. With the left hand, I can see some repeat patterns, okay? Lots of them. And even this is not hard. 1, 2, 3, cross over, 1, 2, 3. All right, now let's play the last line of the song. All right, hold this F, which is the word dead, for 4 beats. Your left hand is going to be playing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you let go your right, lift your right. That's the part right there that might trip people up a little bit. The last 2 measures of this song, you've got a whole note, so just hold it for 4 whole beats. Then you got to rest. That's not a big deal. You got 1 beat here that you're going to play on. And that happens to be the 3rd beat of the measure. It's the only time you play. I'm just going to go over the last line of this song. Left hand, let them. So that's just an A, C, F, and. Okay. Now all right, I want you to look at it like this. The left hand all of a sudden is playing the melody. If you listen, you're going to hear ding dong, the witch is dead. Okay? just listen, hear me out. I'm going to hold the word, the F, which is the lyric, the word that dead. Okay. Which is, see, your left hand is just giving it a kind of a fancy ending and playing part of the melody. Sorry. Rest, and you're done. So I hope this helps you with the syncopation. If you want to hear the whole song put together, I'll just link this to the other video, okay? Because it's got a little bit lengthy, but I hope this helps you with the syncopation. Also, what I want you to do is when you are, or if you are struggling with a particular measure, go over it until you feel comfortable and you get it. Because it's going to feel great. And when you do that, you're learning so many other parts of this song. If you found my video helpful, please hit that like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Bye-bye.